Hey everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play. This is Blood Omen. This is the first game in the Legacy of Kain series, and I welcome you all to join me this Halloween to get through as much of it as we can, if not all of it. I've played this game before, so we're actually not doing it blind. But it's been a while, so it might take me a while to get through it, and I'm going to get through as much as I can over the next few days. So thank you very much for joining me, and we're going to get started in just a sec. Let me just quickly explain. This is an old game. It looks like an old game. It plays like an old game. If you don't like old games, awesome. If you don't mind old games, then awesome. This is the first game in the Legacy of Kain series. The very first game canonically. It leads on to Soul Reaver, and then Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and finally Defiance, the whole Legacy of Kain series. And this is the very first game. I've already played Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2, the remastered versions on the channel. Please go check them out if you want to go and see those. And we are going to get started with an opening cutscene. Now, I'm going to warn you, it gets pretty gory pretty early.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
I did say this game gets grisly.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
For fulfilling the circle mallet of the Satafan, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
God, I forgot how grisly this game actually is. It does not mess about. It does not pull punches.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
Oh, Simon Templeman's first ever words. So, if you haven't guessed already, before we go outside, this is Kain. We are playing as Kain. This is Kain's story. Blood Omen 1 and 2 cover Kain's tale, effectively. And this game is told from a top-down perspective with a pretty weird camera, to be honest. But, again, it was 96. We'll deal with it. Let's move outside. Remember what he said? He's a nobleman. Oh, hello. Have a go, do you, mate? Oh, Jesus. Okay.
End it! Now!
Okay, so you... Oh, that scream. You can't actually win that fight. It's scripted. You're scripted to die, basically.
They victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
It's quite interesting how simple Kain's transformation into a vampire actually is. It's just basic revenge. Nothing more. There's no big story
I
here.
awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
There's no big, like, retribution story or anything. It's just that. It's just... I don't know. It's just simple. Bearing in mind how complicated this game gets, and how, well, not this game, but the story gets. Okay, so X uses your items, square to attack, circle to do an action or feed, triangle, not too sure to be honest. Let's open that. Oh, hello.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
Cool, so that'll take us back to our crypt if we are feeling a bit low. Now, see, when you get them into a stupor like this, because you're a vampire now, we can feed. The blood kind of just like flows into you. It's pretty gruesome, I'm not gonna lie. Then we can explore around. And items will appear like this. They'll appear like cards. And you can push things as well.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
Now, you probably realise that when I press the start button, it basically puts us on a screen like this, because this is the PS4, PS5 emulation. Now, I'm going to go into the settings very quickly. I just want to make sure we've got everything set up the way we want it. Yep, that's fine. Modern's fine because it'll smooth everything out. Awesome. Let's move on. I know it looks a bit dark now. It's because we're indoors. Okay.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
The prisoners like this act as stupid enemies, so you can just feed from them. You don't need to hurt them.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
Oh, I keep forgetting the X button doesn't attack, it's the square button. So, let me explain the heads-up display very quickly while I'm still. So, obviously you've got the portrait of Kain that will show your current armor and weapon, because we will get more weapons. The square below it will have any items that we have equipped. You can zoom in and out like this, which is actually very handy. I might keep it zoomed out for a bit. That can alter your spells, which is pretty cool. And the some reason, the let's equip that instead. For some reason, the music has to stop every time you go to a menu. It's so basic.
Within the walls of these chambers, I could find respite. And if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
So that's the save points, basically. You have to save manually in this game, as you probably imagined. Ooh, some lighting effects there. Look at that. That's amazing for 1996. Look at that. That's incredible. So yeah, the blood vial is your health, and that will drain over time, just naturally, and it'll drain when you take a hit. The vial on the right is the magic gauge. That shows how much magic you've got, and the one in the middle is basically what time it is, because time is a big factor in this game.
When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
Yeah, rain's bad news, guys, so obviously vampires don't like it too much, so we need to get out of here. Right, there's a crypt there by the looks of things, and there's something there as well. Don't think we can actually get that just... Oh, maybe we can actually. Let's have a look. No, we can't get that yet. This plays almost like a Metroidvania in the style that you will get... Oh, bugger. I stopped pressing the X button. Badly, because I've just used that Heart of Darkness by accident. Don't worry, we'll get plenty more. It'll play like a Metroidvania in the sense that you get extra powers throughout the game, and you will get chances to come back and explore the bits you've missed. So, have no fear. If there's an item that's a bit out of reach, chances are you'll be able to come back to it later. Now, you can't feed from skeletons like this because obviously they've got no blood. But grave robbers like this, or grave keepers, I guess, feel free. Ah, damn it, I didn't mean to kill her. I'm still getting used to the buttons. I don't actually want to select anything. Let's put that back on, because knowing me, I'll... there we go. I know what I'm like. I'll press Sanctuary by accident and end up going back to my crypt. There you go. That increases your life, and that's going to increase quite a bit over time. They won't stay in that stupor for long either. They'll eventually just fall over and die. I'll keep you alive just in case. You can suffer for a bit. Yeah, there are puzzles in this game as well. Like, pretty basic ones if I'm honest, but they're good fun. The whole game's good fun, to be perfectly honest. So, flip those two, that gets rid of the spikes. But this does tell the really intriguing story of the...
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Oh, ragged flesh from blood-stained bone. That's the contender for the title for the video at the moment. Yeah, you can open crypts as well if you're lucky enough to find them. That gets another heart. We definitely won't be pressing X. Definitely not. Another flay spell, which is lovely. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to find everything, because chances are I won't, but I'll do my damnedest to find what I can. And we'll have some fun with this, guys. So thank you for I do thank you for clicking on this video and exploring this game with me. It's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. So if you are enjoying it, do hit that like button and leave a comment. It'd be great to see your thoughts on Legacy of Kain. Blood Omen. The story set up by Soul Reaver is incredible, and to be honest, it's the first game most people played. This was kind of an unknown gem for a long time, actually. Okay, this gets us to the end of the crypt. But I love how stylized it is. Like, there's a lot of
Hunger
style
and
here.
weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
Oh, that's an imposing line, that is. Send them back whence I came. Okay. Oh, here they are.
What trickery is this?
There he is! I'll kill you, once we could do it again.
Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Oh, if only it was, Kain. If only it was. Now, you might think I'm feeding a lot, and that is intentional, because the problem is I'm going to have a lot of situations where my blood is going to run dry without even noticing it, because it does drain as time goes on. So always, if you get the opportunity to feed, just feed. I'm just going to feed as much as I possibly can.
'Tis not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters. Look to the pillars. And gain way to the fortress of the mind.
I'm almost certain that's Tony J. He plays the
world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things.
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place.
G-Stall. Cool. And if you attack enough times as well, like, it comes up with some pretty cool, like, quotes. Like, he'll say, like, Ve Victus, and he'll laugh, and yeah, it's pretty gnarly stuff. Are you going to attack me? No. I think this is the pub I was in. Yeah, you're going to get it at all for not giving me a drink, mister. Should have let me have that drink. I wouldn't have been killed and I wouldn't have been a vampire, you see. Let's look around. So this is, I believe this is GeeKay, I think it's called. Okay. That's a very small bed. We'll leave these people alone. Right, that's not accessible, that's not accessible, that is. So let's take a look. And yet the camera is a bit janky, but to be honest, you will get used to it. You do get used to it after a while. Why have you got 4 places in your bed? You've only got 1 person. And why have you only got 2 rooms? You got this massive house. Oh yeah, get used to seeing the loading screen. It's a pretty normal occurrence. I just love the way the blood just pours into you. It's just gnarly.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail. And yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
So, you'll also know that if you've played Soul Reaver, if you watch my playthrough or another playthrough, you'll probably recognise some of the characters actually, like Kain. Obviously, Raziel hasn't been born yet, and some names will start popping up, like Mortanius, and there's a few other names, but I won't spoil them, obviously. Oh, you want to play that game, do you? And I'm not gonna lie, this is a tough game. Like this is a like you're gonna die in this game. It's pretty hard. Now, I don't think I'm going to finish it on Halloween. I think what I'm going to probably do is upload a few episodes on Halloween. So do show it some support, guys, and I'll keep it going. I thought, you know what, it's suitably spooky, and it's not a cliche... you know, like, a lot of people want to play something like Dead Space or Alien Isolation or something like that. I wanted to play something a little bit more out there, a little bit more unknown. I didn't want to start with Blood Omen like 2 or Defiance or anything like that. I wanted to play the first game. There's a lot of interesting story here, and if you can get over the sort of like the outdated graphics and the, you know, what have you, it's a really good game.
Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world. As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
So that's something else as well. In the day, you are physically weaker, and in the night, you're physically stronger. So it's worth bearing that in mind when you're going out onto a when you're going into a fight. Oh, who's that? I wonder. Let's listen.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ariel, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nopraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Nopraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Nopraptor began.
So I don't know if you saw that, but Nopraptor was like sewing his own eyes shut. It's just, ugh. These are the 9 pillars. These govern Nosgoth.
The pillar of nature.
And like Ariel said to us, or like Kain told us, Ariel said to him, each one is governed by a guardian, and each guardian, if their mental state deteriorates, the pillar deteriorates, and that portion of Nosgoth will also deteriorate, which is obviously not good. And we need to basically kill all of the corrupted guardians, which is basically what the game's going to get us to do. And where's that going to take us, I wonder? Now we're going to do a little bit more exploring, and then we're going to call it an episode, guys. So let's get that Vista
These
marker.
beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
Mm-hmm.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
Very cool, so then we can fast travel. They open up the fast travel very early on in the game, and that's awesome, because this is, like I said... Oh, I did it again, I pressed X. I'm such a moron. It's a good job there's plenty of Hearts of Darkness, really. The thing is, you don't use too many, because... Oh, that music's nice. You don't use too many, because they're good for bringing you back to life as well. Okay. Looks like we're going to get something in here. There's a save point there. The use of lighting in such an old game, I think, is really cool. I think there's going to be points where it might be just a bit too dark, or maybe a bit too light. But I think I know where we are. So it does make sense why it's so dark. There we go, got another life refill, that's very cool. And again, these first couple of dungeons are going to be quite straightforward, but trust me, they're going to get tough.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
Okay. There we go, see how useful that is. Okay, not interested in you just yet. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by those things, they're not fun. Kill you just in case I ever want to come back. Guessing that's opened that door there. I don't know how long that spell lasts, by the way, but... Okay. About a minute or so about those things. Okay. I want to suck your blood.
Help me, kind sir!
Oh, I should have prepared a lot of like Dracula references from the old movies for this game. I'll see if I can find some out between episodes. Okay, there's a little orb there. Any future episodes, guys, I'm not going to talk quite as much. Obviously, this is the first episode, so I kind of need to talk a little bit to get you acquainted with the game. But unless there's something that requires me to talk about it, I'm probably not going to talk too much. I'm not a big fan of over-talking. Well, I say I'm not a big fan of it, but I do it. So I don't want to bore you half to death with my commentary. So... I'll try not to ramble is what I'm saying. God, those are not fun. They hit hard, those things. A lot of those like flay spells around, thankfully. Damn. Like even now, like there's some pretty tricky pathing to deal with. There we go. Cool. Right, guys, this is going to be the end of episode 1. Thank you very much indeed for joining me on Halloween. I hope you've had fun, and I've had fun playing this game again. So if you're enjoying it, let me know, and I'll play more. There'll probably be say 3 or 4 episodes going up today, just to get the mood going. But if you want to see more, hit that like button and comment. I really appreciate it. And if you want to skip ahead and go and see what happens in Soul Reaver, go check it out. It's on the channel. It's in a playlist on its own. So thank you very much indeed. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.